Hey everyone, it's Joy here for Honeybee Stamps. Today I'm going to show you how I did some foiling on the acetate for my shaker card. This is super easy and super cute. I'm going to start with my background. I've got a piece of black cardstock and I am using the Antique Layering Roses stamp set. I am prepping it with my anti-static powder tool because we're going to be doing some heat embossing and I don't want my embossing powder to stick to my cardstock. I am just going to be using the outlined images in this set. I'm using the largest rose, the small rosebud, and the two leaves. And I'm using Honeybee Stamps clear embossing ink. And I'm just using an acrylic block and I'm just going to stamp these images all over this background. I'm just kind of building little clusters of flowers. I thought that this would be a great way to add some interest to this black background cardstock. We're going to have the shaker in the center and that's going to be, you know, the focal point of the design, but I just didn't want to have plain cardstock. You could also do an embossing folder or something like that, but I just thought having this black background with clear embossed images on it would be really, really pretty. So these images are perfect for that. Again, just stamping all of those all over this background. And then I'm going to come in with the clear embossing powder. I'm going to sprinkle that on and I'm going to use my heat tool to heat that until it's all the way melted and shiny. So here I'm just going to sprinkle that on and then I will bring in my heat tool. I totally forgot to record that, so I apologize, but I did heat it and it's nice and melted and shiny when it's all done. So here it is, all nice and shiny. And I'm coming in with one of the circles from the Sweet Stacks Circles die. And this is where our shaker window is going to be. So I'm just taping that down and I'm going to run that through my die cut machine. And then I'm also going to take another die out of that set, out of that Sweet Stack Circles, one larger, and I die cut the acetate from that. So now we're going to foil the acetate. You want to make sure you are using heat resistant acetate because if you don't, then it will melt. So I'm just going to line up this cute little trio of hearts. This is from the Wax Seals Love Hot Foil Plate. And I'm going to tape that in place. I'm going to make a little hinge. And you want to do that in case your image didn't foil properly. You can just add another piece of foil, lay your foil plate back over it. It'll lay back in the exact same spot. And then you can just foil it again. So I'm going to heat that on my Glimmer Hot Foil system and then run that through my die cut machine and then peel back that foil and you've got this great foiled image. Now I'm going to take another open heart. It's a larger open heart and I'm going to put that on either side of those little trio of hearts. This is just going right in the center of our acetate. I thought it'd be a fun little addition to have in front of all of those shaker bits we're going to add later. Again, just taping that in place. I'm using Speckled Aura foil from Spellbinders. Putting that in place, heating it through, running it through my die cut machine, and then we have another foiled heart. I'm going to add that onto the left side, do the exact same thing, and then we've got 5 cute hearts going across the center of our acetate. This really is super, super simple and really a lot of fun. Okay, here's that final heart, and I'm going to show you in just a second. I'm going to put a piece of white cardstock behind it, and then we've got this cute little image. I think it's super fun. Okay, so now here is the back of that card panel. That's going to be the front to our shaker. I'm going to add the acetate piece to that. I added a little bit of adhesive around that circle. And then I have another piece of black cardstock. This card is an A2 size card, so that front panel and the back panel will be A2 sized. I'm going to have a black panel in the back because I just really want those shaker bits and that gold foil to pop. But I'm going to add some foam tape to the back of this card. I am peeling back the release paper. I trimmed down my foam tape in half to kind of thin it out. Peeled back the release paper and I'm running it around in a circle. It's very bendable when you do that. I am adding 2 layers of foam behind this card because I want to have room for all of the shaker bits I plan on putting inside. So I'm just kind of lining this up on that back panel. I'm going to actually bring in that die so I have an idea of how much stuff I can put inside of my shaker. And I am coming in with the super cute Sealed with Love sequence. I'm also going to do some Kiss Me Clay hearts and some red hot hearts. all from Honeybee Stamps. I am going to fill this up. I actually did open it up again and added a little bit more, but I just did that off camera. I'm gluing a couple of the little pieces to the top because when all your shaker bits are at the bottom, it's kind of fun to have some pieces still kind of floating at the top, and they're just glued there with a little bit of liquid glue. So I'm just putting in all my shaker bits. I'm going to then just dump that inside my little window, and then I can peel all of the release paper off and add my back piece to that, and it lines up perfectly. I will attach this to a white A2 size card base, but here is all of those fun shaker bits. It has little envelopes and hearts, and just, it's so super cute. Red, black, and white sequins in here. Okay, I'm stamping my sentiment. This is from the Bitty Buzzwords stamp set, and it says, "You are my heart." I stamped that on white cardstock with black ink. And then I'm taking the die here of the Bitty Buzzwords, and it's just of the word heart. I'm going to die cut that 3 times from white cardstock. I'm just going to use Honeybee Stamps precision glue to adhere these together. I'm going to stack them on top of each other, and this is going to give them some dimension, almost like a piece of chipboard. And I'm just using my reverse tweezers to help me put those in place. And then I'm going to glue this to the bottom underneath my shaker. That other sentiment I'm going to trim down with my paper trimmer. I'm going to add a little bit of foam tape behind it. And that is going to go on in the shaker window itself, right at the top there. And I like that little bit of pop of white against that really nice black. I'm going to put that in place, and then I'm going to come in and add a few of the Kiss Me Clay hearts and the red hot hearts with some liquid glue, and then this card will be finished. Super easy shaker, super easy foiling on your acetate, and it really is quite a stunning look to have it on that clear acetate. I hope you guys enjoyed this project. I really had a lot of fun making it, and I love a good shaker card, and I put a ton of shaker bits in this, so I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope it makes you want to try it out. Thank you so very much for watching, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.